Once you understand this one thing about people, I promise it will change your life. What I want to give you is a good mindset and then marketable skills behind those mindsets. People that buy these mindset videos and sell these mindset videos, they pretend that all you need is this mindset and then the cash is going to flow like the ancient rivers of Babylon. And that is just not the case. You need a mindset of an entrepreneur, but you need skills. You need knowledge that other people don't have. You're not going to be in demand if you don't know what other people don't know. Let the other people be the people that work the 9 to 5, the people that supply something that anybody else can do. We're taught from the beginning of time till the day we die what everyone else is taught. Very few people actually get enlightened. Very few people actually start learning what other people aren't. And a lot of it comes from reading. Reading new things, reading different things is an amazing way to get ahead in the competition. You're not going to make money just on a mindset. So don't ever believe that that's going to happen. Don't let anybody tell you that that's going to happen. I want to give you guys skills and I want to give you guys a different way of thinking at the same time. And this first thing that I'm about to say is what changed my life. And it was actually a quote from Abraham Lincoln. I have it on my desktop right now. It's, don't criticize them. They are just what we would be under similar circumstances. And that is 100% true. We give ourselves and other people way too much credit for how they ended up. He said that during the Civil War, during America's shame. He said it about slave owners. He said it about people trying to protect trying to keep their right to own slaves. And obviously that's not a right that they should have, but he still understood. If he lived in the Deep South under their circumstances, if he was raised by their parents that taught them that it was okay to own slaves, then he too would be a slave owner. You may look at a drug addict and say, hey, you chose to snort that. Hey, you chose to put that in your arm. Hey, you chose to smoke that. But on a deeper level, did they really? A vet came back from war, and one of the most reprehensible things that this country does, we just turn our backs on vets. Like, they give up their lives, fighting for what our country tells them to fight for. And then when they get back and when they come home broken, we don't help to fix them. A lot of times they see two options. They see drugs to dull and numb the physical and mental pain, or on the other hand, a lot of them choose suicide. And are we really going to condemn them for doing drugs to dull pain that our country should be helping them deal with anyway? Are we really going to condemn people like that? They literally can't get through the day without something to numb that. We can't condemn them for that. And can we really condemn people that didn't have good role models? Sure, some people have the natural brain chemistry to look at something and say, hey, that's not right. But that's a very special person. A very special person can learn from what other people do wrong. And that is a huge skill that people can have. You don't need to learn from your own mistakes. You can learn from other people's mistakes. And a lot of people don't have that insight. Don't look at other people and be annoyed by other people when you have your own mistakes that you've made and they have their own mistakes that they've made. And you actually have to realize, you want to understand people. Understanding people before condemning people. Understand why they're like this. You didn't choose to be the way that you are. You were raised the way that you are. You had things around you that the way you are. You can't change your biology. You can't change your brain chemistry. That has just happened. The way you react, fight or flight, is just how your body reacts. You don't choose that either. There are so many things that you just don't choose as a person. There are so many things that other people just don't choose as people. And once you understand that, you can start living a happier life because you start getting less irritated by other people and you start expecting less from other people. You have your core group of people. You have your friends. You have your family. Your core group of friends and family that you expect a lot from. And they better come through for you whenever you need them to. Just like you better come through from them whenever they need you to. All these other people that are just in passing, don't get annoyed. Don't get frustrated. Just realize they're the way they are for a reason. If you have dirty gutters, don't condemn your neighbor for having long grass. We all have our own things that we need to deal with. From a purely selfish standpoint, if you look inward and change yourself when you need to change, you will be way more successful than looking outward and trying to change other people for what they have to change. So there's the tip of the day. Happiness just skyrockets when you realize that other people didn't choose to be assholes. If you look inward and change yourself when you need to be changed, realize that there are things that you do wrong that other people don't. Just like there are things that other people do wrong that you don't. And if you look inward and only concentrate on the things that you do wrong and try to fix that, you're going to be a way more successful person.
You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new